with the Dragonflight DLC, there was so much new talents, and there's so many now. So Warcraftlogs just made completely new tool for checking talents, and I highly recommend to just check your talents there. Of course, you can check it for guides, but sometimes there's different situations, and just guides don't have as many choices there. And just see how we can check that. So you need to check Dungeon Zones raids because nothing else is here. Obviously, it's not for PvP page, and you're not checking statistics because that was old way to check and it was quite bad. Now it's much better, but you need to go to the rankings. So for example, let's say rankings for House of Fusion. So you always need to, not all dungeons because that's very unclear. You need to go specific dungeon because otherwise just game don't know what to do, too much data. So specific dungeon or specific boss, not just overall everything. Then you need to choose something damage healing, because if you don't choose, this is like just a leaderboard source. Only log 1 have talents inside and how much damage they deal and stuff like that. Leaderboard is just from radar or something like that. You don't really care about points, so you need to change damage or healing depend what they are looking for. So let's check damage. So make sure damage is set, specific dungeon is set, origin, it matter to you, do that. Usually doesn't matter. And here you need to choose specific class and specific spec. So let's see, I was trying Retribution Latery, so I was just looking for talents. And here's the best thing. This is my favorite stuff to check my talents, to check what is working, what is not working. Here you have a whole tree with percentage, how many percent players from top 100 here played which talents. So you can see on talents like this. Yeah, you can even see when you hover, when you have two choices, when you hover, you can see if who played this place, 100% of player played that talent. This play is played by 100%, 100% play that talent. There's usually some talents, yeah, exactly. Everybody play this place, but like 9.3 people choose the other one. And this is amazing to just check like what is cool right now. If you're thinking about some niche talents and you see, oh, there's 23% people playing that. So maybe it's not that was some useless talent, but when you see 0%, maybe you shouldn't take that niche talent. Of course, it's if you want, just take it. But when it's like 46%, you know, there are some reasons. Some people are taking it, some people are not taking it. And there is just this skill level or choose that. You can just, of course, you can open some specific character and you can suck talents. You need to check specific player and summary and to be specific player choose. And you can just yoink, just export, bam, you have talents. But there is really matter on situational, and also I really love Alkiston levels. It doesn't really matter. I don't recommend to choose that because when you choose like 15, you expect to be lower player. And no, the first people will be there that have full gear and they put like 10 packs together and just kill it together. It's really bad to check your talents there. But I love this one because usually you have a difference between all tyrannical and all 45 weeks. Like when you are DPS, I think this is really important. As you can see, much more players played this part of the tree and this talent. When I check the 45 week, and let's see, almost nobody played this part, and a lot of people played that talent. So if you are DPS, it's really situational how to min-max your damage, and I guess this one will be better for single target. This one will be better for AOE because it's a huge difference between a tyrannical and 45, or rather, this it stayed the same percentage. So some people like it, some people don't like it. It's not most used, but I guess it's good. So this one looks like niche talent, but doesn't looks bad. Of course, there's not so high keys. There's just 24s, and a little bit here just on the higher end. There are a little bit better keys, so not so. You don't need that much skill to do 24s. At least from my side. So of course, you need to know something. But this is like easy check to see what is happening in the game. And there's some new trick. Oh, let's play that one. And also you can check talents like Turn Evil, it doesn't really shows now, but when you choose a week, you need to control new affix. Yeah, season 2 new affix. Bam! Suddenly, a lot of people are playing to rival. So we can even see what they're doing on specific affixes, and this talent here. This is just required there. I don't know why not 100% people are not playing this because it's just too good. And maybe they're not playing because I will tell auto others. Yeah, that's not high keys here. I would say they are just not good players if they're not choosing that talent because you should be helping your group. After that, you should help yourself to do damage. Also, amazing things are here. You have trinkets percentage. I will put it on like on all 45 weeks. And in damage, I guess there is difference between 45 and tyrannical weeks. You can see Anvil is best trinket, but most people are playing uh, as dual affixes. So Anvil, obviously, there's Beacon and another very used trinkets, and there are some good, and then something that nobody played. This is quite tank one. I guess they didn't have any other trinket and just wanted to try Retribution. Also, you can check embellishments. Too bad there's not showing exactly. So when is question mark here? It's usually not usually. So it's two choices to be. It's craft and embellishment. That mean that extra item you are crafting as normal item that is not originally embellishment, and then you choose to put something inside, and that something is now embellishment, and just Warcraftlogs cannot know that because I don't know somehow it's hard for them to know. So it's usually that embellishment and not nothing because you want to use your two embellishment slots. So here I expect that this series is just a embellishment belt. That's always the same. And here I expect to be Shadow Flame because a lot of characters that are um, doing auto attacks with weapons or melees, they are using a lot of Shadow Flames if they don't have something special for their class armor, like plate based. But I see like this one is double Shadow Flame definitely because I don't think somebody's playing just zero embellishment because that is it's no reason. You can have zero embellishment, or you can have two embellishments that are increasing your damage. You take embellishments. And there's both are flooring, but nobody's playing it now because they nerfed the damage, so it doesn't matter. And why I recommend this is because, as I said before, the guides are usually not very specific for exactly dungeon. And if you are usually this worth more for DPS, but even for healers and tanks, if you play something else and you want to min-max your damage and you don't really know a lot of information about the game, so you know exactly what is the best thing, you can check what is changing when you change the dungeons. Very much matter on the bosses because some bosses have AoE and some bosses just two targets and stuff like that, and you can really see percentage player who and what are playing there. We can check in on the rates, but too, and I think you can check this, of course, in the guides, but the guys, you don't want to sit on the internet and checking every 2 days. Check, there's a little bit more percentage of return. Maybe I should recommend that. Because here you can even see your preference and you can choose, maybe the talent is not so bad. And because you like it, just take it because some people are playing that and they are still high on damage. You can see it's much easier on the bosses. When I choose some boss, when it's non-stop single target, I don't know. There will be many Retribution Paladins. But I think I can definitely see it as the healer one. It does matter. Let's do some damage. And let's do which class. I don't know many damage classes talents, so I want to stay at the Retribution because at least I have idea what is there. As I'm usually playing healers. Maybe I should check healers though, but I don't know whether I'm changing the talents. So Magmonax, is there even 100 of them? Yes. And you see there's almost no changes. So if you play exactly this one, like there is a little bit percentage here, and that's it. So everybody who is blasting damage, because on the dungeons they are sorting by hierarchies, and then I'm after the damage. But in the raid, this is just pure damage. So you can know the people who are doing actually best damage and are logging, but that's another team. What they're doing with best damage, they're playing 100% exactly same tree, almost 100. Okay. So you should definitely take these talents. You can also filter it out through the external buff and stuff like that, but who cares? Like, best thing of autumn, PI, not PI. Some classes really matter, but if you don't like exclude external buff, you don't like somebody with PIs or some better advantages, so you can just filter it out. So to see a little bit more pure DPS, but not much changed here because usually paladins are not getting anything. There are other classes that are getting disadvantages. And then you just some bosses like Assault when you have some enemies to do some AoE. Whoa, different talents. What a coincidence. And that's what I mean. Like, they definitely just started on AoE because that's how you do good overall. But if you want good overall too, this damage is not very useful, but somebody need to kill us, you know? Yeah. So this is some min-max, and I much recommend it for DPS because with healers now, I don't know, I didn't see many changes between bosses with healers now. Before that, there was a lot because some bosses was pure single, and so you just take dungeon talents and stuff like that. But this season in the raid, it's all the same. Just heal AoE, tanks are not dying. There's sometimes a little bit single, but usually that's absolutely nothing. So also depend on season and which class you're playing. But for damage, I really recommend because even your guide creators won't be checking every 2 days. There is something, or some new hit, or somebody came with something and is doing much more damage, and there's a new style. It's just a little bit later. You will see that in the guide, and this is just immediately check it, and you know what people are playing right now. You can even check which page it was and item levels, filter a lot of things. You can just filter. So yeah, I guess this will be useful mainly for new players because usually the older one they know this for years. But this is quite new with Dragonflight. This this absolute mad lad menu with a percentage menu. I don't know how to call it. My English is not very smart sometimes, but this is absolutely amazing to just anything you are thinking. Maybe that talent is good. Check it here because when it's when it's 22 or 4% is not the real area, but when it's 84, that means most players are playing it, and maybe you should have it there. Same as the left read values usually utilities, and you can see that people are choosing that one, that one, that one, depend. So there's a little bit more choices here what you can have. So if you're thinking of some talent and you're not sure, you- what should you decide if that one or that one? Just check here. It's not. This is not like do this because you can see it, but I really use it just to give me some ideas what other people are thinking. Maybe some people just forgot to change their talents when I was going on boss. That happened too. Then I have dungeon talents, or I didn't switch my talents because I was killing trash before the boss. Happens. So this is not like some guide, but it's really good to check if you're thinking this one, anyone. So anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye.